What's going on there, you beautiful aviators? RandomEd787 here. So, we apparently got quite a bit of information at Flight Sim Expo for Flight Simulator 2024. And I'm gonna be honest, the more I hear, the more I like. Now, am I completely sold on this game? Not quite, but I could definitely say I'm a little bit more excited than I was before. My skepticism is being faded a little bit more each time we hear stuff, and it's usually very good stuff. So let's get into some of the details here. Right here, you can find right on the Microsoft Flight Simulator website. So first things first, this is one thing I was not expecting. Apparently, Flight Simulator 2024 is going to have improved loading times. Now, the loading times that I have for my game, now granted, I got a much more powerful rig than I used to. I built a new rig a couple months ago. So my loading times are like, at the worst, maybe 2 minutes at the worst. But I know that's not the case for a lot of people. So it says right here, one of the biggest priorities for Flight Simulator 2024 is to improve the simulator's data management. One of the major changes to the simulator's architecture being made is using cloud streaming to help ensure the client becomes thin. I apologize if you hear sounds and everything. I live in a city. I'm moving to a different unit soon, so hopefully it's going to be quieter. When users load into the sim, only the textures, meshes, and map data that they need will be downloaded to avoid unnecessary bandwidth and disk space usage. This will keep the minimum specifications of the sim as low as it is now and will also reduce update and load times. I'm really happy that they're doing this because I won't lie, the loading times because the thing is that they were iterating on. This is something that even I was questioning myself because I watched the keynote thing, and one of the things that they were talking about is the more they add to the sim, they're just piling more stuff on. That's more stuff to load, and it's going to make load times much worse. I could say this as a fact from my previous PC that I used to use. The more that they add, I feel like the slower it got on loading times. So I do I think that's one of the reasons why they're moving to a new sim, because they're just adding so much onto this. And what they're also going to do, they're going to try to make sure that they manage the data so you're not having to download everything and only what you need. I like that they're doing that. And one of the big questions you guys may remember from one of my previous videos is, wait a minute, why aren't there airliners in a game where you're talking about aviation careers? Well, we got an update on that, and this has me a little bit excited. But we still don't know too much yet, but I think I trust Asobo on this. Will there be airliners in Flight Simulator 2024? Yes, we have not yet announced the full list of aircraft available in Flight Simulator 2024, but it will include several new airliners. This right here has got me a little excited. What could that be? I have no idea. We are certain that players will be very excited when they see the full list of available aircraft later this year. So guys, get ready, because apparently the jet lovers are going to get some love this year, it looks like. So that's exciting news. How many people are working on Flight Simulator 2024? We have over 500 team members across several teams who are working to make Flight Simulator 2024 the biggest and most advanced consumer flight simulator ever released. Sounds good. The more people that are working there, the better. More things to keep an eye on. Will the missions and activities in Flight Simulator 2024 be like video game missions? And this is something that I'm sure a lot of people have questions about. Is this trying to cater more to the casual audience? Because even Asobo is aware that they understand that a small portion, like the people like you and me, the core simmers, the core players who play this for realism and realism only, pretty much. Well, I do screw around, let's be honest. We all like to screw around once in a while in the sim, but in general we use this as a training tool to help with our flying skills. And these missions are going to be no exception. They're not going to be video gaming. They're going to be very close to the real thing, as they say right here. The missions and activities that are being included in Flight Simulator 2024 are authentic recreations of those performed in real life at aviation fields. We are working with a variety of organizations such as firefighting, search and rescue, and Coast Guard organizations across the planet to make sure make these activities as accurate as possible. And here's the good thing. Even if you want these to feel more arcade, you can just turn the realism stuff off. It's just going to be the mission design is what's going to be realistic. When it comes to how you actually fly, you can turn on as many assists as you want. Now, as for course simmers like some of you and me as well, we turn almost all that stuff off. I've rarely ever use any assistance because I like doing it for the real thing. So for those who are worried about maybe not being able to do these because they're going to be too realistic, don't worry. You're going to be able to make the flight simulation as realistic or as arcadey as you feel like. Will there be improvements to the core simulator technology in Flight Simulator 2024? This is where things get pretty juicy. These guys are really trying to reiterate to us that this isn't just going to be some kind of patch or something like that. No, these guys are really trying to go all in here. Now, where that's going to be worth the upgrade, only time will tell. Just like I said, I'm not completely sold on this. Maybe at a $60 purchase point, but from what I've noticed online, apparently a lot of people, from what I've seen in comments and stuff, people are actually more open to this now. People are actually impressed. There's not as much pushback as there was originally. So here's what it says. The development team is improving almost every aspect of the simulator. Some examples include improved multi-threading to improve performance. That's awesome. Faster download, load, and installation speeds. Installation speeds is a big one because installing Flight Simulator for the first time, we all deserve medals for our patience with that. It is insanely long, and especially if your internet's not that good or there's something wrong with the Microsoft servers. Improved aerodynamics and physics simulation. I have heard some people criticize Flight Simulator like the physics aren't quite all up to snuff. I didn't find too much wrong with it, but I can't say that the gliders could be a little bit better because I officially got like 28 flight sim with a glider now, and I can kind of say the gliders need a little bit of work on Flight Simulator, I think. Let's see. Improved aircraft systems, including electrical, pneumatic, fuel, and hydraulics. That's all good stuff. New failure, wear, and tear systems. I don't know what this could mean. Could this mean we could have random failures or something like that? Like we can expect the unexpected? Can we actually damage our planes and overstress them without getting an instant game over? Can we actually, you know, like say if we have a hard landing and kind of crash the plane, like we lose a part of the plane off rather than just get an instant game over? Because I know a lot of people would like that. Deeper and wider avionics systems. I mean, I would have to see that in action to really know how much they're going into that. Cockpit tablet available by default. And as many of you know, this has been becoming a huge trend in Flight Simulator, where a lot of these aircraft come with these tablets to help customize the airplane to your liking, turn certain features on and off. So I'm actually glad that they're actually looking at what the modding community is doing and trying to apply that. Will there be any changes to the scenery and terrain in FS 2024? And the answer is, of course, yes. We are improving the global digital twin in 3 different ways. Improved ground details, 3D tessellated ground materials, enhanced 3D trees with greatly increased diversity, and improved cliffs. And if you go look at the keynote speech, you actually see what they mean by that. And the detail is pretty much night and day. Like, you know, if you get close, you know how when you get close to stuff in Flight Simulator, the detail just kind of fades away. It was really only meant to be looked at from thousands of feet, which, you know, I have nothing against that. I never really had a problem with that, but I'm really happy to see that they want to actually go and improve the ground a lot more. You know, like on cliffs, canyons, and stuff like that, making the trees look better. Because let's be honest, sometimes the trees can look a little iffy in FS 2020. Living world. This I did not expect. More animal herds and migrations. That'll be cool. Worldwide live ship traffic. This blew my mind. I did not expect them to go into that kind of detail, because this is a flight simulator, not a ship simulator, but they're gonna put live ship traffic in this, so that is awesome. So I hope that means I can just go and land on any aircraft carrier out there in the world without any permission. That would be fun. Accurate live air traffic, models and liveries. So that'll be kind of cool. So that will that mean we can have, like, say, Southwest, American, United, Lufthansa, you know, or Ryanair, aka the hardest landers over in Europe. Only time will tell, but that's cool that they're doing that. And improved vehicle traffic. Oh yeah, that vehicle traffic. I thought they meant airport. No, they meant like on the road. Okay, but I don't see anything with air traffic control. They haven't mentioned that because that's something that desperately needs to be improved. So they'll probably, hopefully they fix that. And dynamic world, full seasons, Aurora, Borealis. I can't read what that is. Tornadoes and storms. By storms, I hope they mean hurricanes. I mean, if you're gonna put in tornadoes, I'm sure you can put in hurricanes. You know, is there anything else here that we can, nope, that's about it. Yeah, my opinions on this, guys. I'm honestly, very pleased with what I've seen. Like I said, I still want to hear more information on this game. Just like I said, I don't want to just, you know, go on full-on defense with it, or, you know, go on full-on offense with it. I just kind of want to be like in the middle and just look at it as how I'm seeing it. And I have to be honest, I'm impressed with what I'm seeing, and I'm looking forward to hearing more on this. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not completely sold on it, but I'm not as skeptical as I once was. So, but I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear if your opinion has changed. Were you kind of hesitant on this when it was first announced? Has your mind changed a little bit? And I recommend going and watching the keynote, because you can tell these guys are very, very involved with the community. They really care about what we think. And it's overall a great presentation. I really recommend going to check it out. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. I love to hear what you're saying, just so I can get an idea of what the community feels about all this. I want to know what they think. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next video. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, guys, and happy flying.